Hello, my dear viewer. Thank you so much for choosing the National Broadcaster. Good to have your company this lovely day. My name is Sandra Kahunde. We do apologize for bringing you this particular program a little bit late. We're supposed to be starting off from the hour of 10 a.m. Good to have your company. Women tapping into the creative space. And joining me on set this morning, I am having Priscilla Nyangweso. She's the co-founder when it comes to Sapatu. Yes, they're keeping it home, keeping it original. She's going to be letting us know about what Sapatu does and how you can tap into the space. As far as women are concerned, we're going to be talking about the trends and how unique is our fashion right here in Uganda, and how can we do better when it comes to creatives? Are they supporting the young talent out there? That and so much more is what we're going to be discussing this lovely day. Thank you once again for making time to join us. Priscilla, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning. So good to be here.
I know there's so much more than your name, just Priscilla Nyangweso. Being the co-founder of Sapatu itself, I know there's really a lot that comes with it. Tell us more about you.
So my name, like you said, Priscilla Nyangweso. I'm a mom, and I am a wife as well, but also an entrepreneur. And so my background is largely in design and branding, and so I'm excited to share what Sapatu is all about. So Sapatu is a platform we created as ladies. Right out of the pandemic, we kept thinking as designers, as graphic designers or creators, how else or how differently can we do design and branding to a household name, something that is a name that is familiar to most. So we decided to create something that will resonate with people, and with that we created a platform whereby we have different creators, artists, painters, writers, whoever would like to monetize their work. So we get their work, let it be a painting, let it be something written, a unique word, and we monetize it, and we create it, brand it on teas, we brand it on drinkware, we brand it on different gift sets. In that way, we are able to promote Ugandan work and content, as well as create an extra stream of income for our Ugandan creators. Yes.
Must be an exciting journey.
Very exciting.
Embracing Ugandan and also keeping it Ugandan, keeping it here right at home.
Yes.
What was closer to you before you started with this initiative or this particular project? What was closer to you? Was it your cause, or that still inner voice in you, like, this is my path, this is what I'm supposed to be, turning out to be, and be an inspiration to many?
Yes. So most of us, when we leave the university and step out to bring our art out into the world, we face so many challenges. So a big percentage of creators end up going to mainstream business, and so it's always been a pain to walk into a bank and see one of the best painters, maybe a tailor right now or a manager. But you keep asking, where has all this art gone? And so I always wanted to create a platform where we would continuously see this creative work. And so in that way, over the years, we thought about it and said, how differently can we do this? The exhibitions, yes, but they have a lifespan. And also, when people buy the art, it's gone. So in this way, we created a solution whereby this work can be merchandised continuously, that is always seen. It's seen on a mug, it's seen on a tea, and also the creator as well is not put aside. The creator also is promoted in that way. So it has been a pain, but we've been able to monetize it and also promote young creators, and also those who have already been in the industry, but they felt like, maybe my gifting, maybe it had a timeline, but now they're able to monetize and see their work come alive in people's homes, in people's in fashion, things like that. Yes.
Well, you must be having a lot of success stories out there in the making. Maybe just something else. You talk about, it sounds like plural. Are the brains behind women, or you embrace all the young talent that there is, depending on what they do when it comes to the creative industry?
Okay, so my sister and I are both creators, and so we are ladies who started this and had that pain. And so after creating the platform and seeing that it works, we reached out to different creators. We have a number of ladies, we have a number of men also who have work. Maybe specifically I can speak about a lady called Maria Mwase. She's very creative. When you go to sapatu.com/Maria, you're able to see the kind of work she creates. It is authentic, it is Ugandan, it is fun. Yes, we go out into communities, we position ourselves in galleries, in places where we'll find these creators. I had an opportunity to go to Artfield. There was so much energy, there was so much creativity that we would like to tap into, that these people are able to create stores and sell and monetize, also just put out their work out there. So yes, we have the men, we have the ladies, but as founders we are ladies. Yes.
Well, good stuff for the women out there. We're here to celebrate them in everything that they do in all the various sectors out there, and getting to know how they've impacted the society, knowing they pave way for the young generation out there. How long have you been in this industry, and how has it been like for you? Have you been embraced? Or they'll be like, can really Priscilla do that? No. You get the certain voices around us that would definitely drag us behind, and people not believing in you, yet you want them to support you, especially family or the ones you've gone to school with, because at the end of the day, they might be your first clients.
Yes.
Yes. So how has it been like for you?
Yes. So like I said, my background is in design and branding, so I have a bit of an over 10-year experience, and indeed it is a field that has, I could say, 70% men. It is a bit of a tough business, especially when it comes to the actual branding. Then it's cutthroat. You want to walk into offices, you want also to put your work out there with the big names, let's say MTN. You want to be a part of that, but still 70% largely are men. So it hasn't been a smooth ride, but we have been diligent. Areas we are beginning to understand are that customer relation. I think it's something I could recommend, especially for ladies. The ability to give a call, to follow up. Did you like the work? What did you like about it? How can we do this better? Delivery on time, understanding a pain in a specific sector, how can we do it differently, who do we talk to? These are things we've had to learn over the years. You position yourself, okay, where do these business owners, where do they sit, where do they meet, how should I face them, where do they take their children to school, which spaces are they in? As ladies, you just have to find a way of doing this differently. And so that is what we've done over the years, and indeed we have a foot in the door. That when we put our work out there, obviously you're not going to compete with the male gender, and you do not have your books of accounts, your business is not registered, you do not have references, so you have to make sure you do the basics to be able to compete, and then look at the pricing. Do you undercut? What kind of what new things can you share in the industry? So it has been a bittersweet, but we have a footing. We have clients that can recommend us, and we love it. by far. We have people that have referred us. Actually, we've grown a lot with referrals. And so, yeah, it short, that is what our journey has been.
Well, well done.
Thank you.
And congrats. For the 10 years experience, I'm sure like you put it here, there, trying to tap into a number of issues and are getting better along the way, making sure you stay with your clients all this time round. What are some of those trends that one can embrace, especially the ones that, depending on the ones that you already have with your the people you've accommodated, the men and the women you've been talking about that are tapping into that space? What are some of those trends that you've seen all through the years, or maybe you've seen on the global market itself, that they would wish, or they would really have to embrace to make it better, or maybe to shine and stand out as Uganda, to be able to, so that we represent our nation on certain platforms?
Okay. Some of the trends I have seen, maybe the first one I can say is, in this, especially in this, the time we are in, you need to position yourself digitally. We can no longer do business the same way we were doing it 5-6 years ago. Before you position digitally on all the social media platforms, what does your brand look like? Can your brand sell itself just without your personality? If you're to share your portfolio, someone looking through and saying, oh, okay, this looks professional, I would like to meet the person behind that. And so we have made sure we position ourselves, our books, our profiles, our business cards, everything, that our clientele, how do we position ourselves in form of color, form, font, imagery. It is something we have worked on diligently, especially with our knowledge of what people want to look at, what kind of font, etc., etc. And so that is very important to have. I can say we have to position ourselves digitally. That is a big thing in this day and age. When I look at, you have to be on Facebook, you have to be on Instagram. I'm not a TikToker at all, but I have come to terms with it of, if you want to be competitive, if you want to be known, if you want your brand to be out there, what are people doing? Which platforms are they on? And so to meet also the young creators, to interest younger creators, you have to position yourselves. So I just recently have opened up an account, and all the time. And so that is also something that is really important. Secondly, especially when you have delivered work, first of all, did they like the product? Was it what they saw online? Is that what we have delivered right now? Okay, if they haven't, how can we do that better? And so with this information, we've been able to improve. Someone tells you, maybe the website has been taking a bit of, maybe I had to use over 3 minutes. How can we make that faster? Optimization of the website. These are things we've really had to add on. Who do we work with? Who understands this field better? And so that is important. Also talking to our creators, what else can we do differently for you guys? How can we promote your work? So that kind of customer relationship is very, very important. And for ladies, I think it's a very big win for us. Yeah, just staying and feeling the pulse of your business. Any other trend? I think that is, but also engaging young people and putting young people on your team. It is very eye-opening. These guys have ideas. They understand what is on ground, as well as always knowing that, okay, I have these also people who have this kind of experience, 15 years, 20 years. but having these young people who are always thinking differently, how do we tap into this, how do we change that, who do we talk to, things like that. I think those are some of the things we have used that have helped us to grow to where we are now. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the person watching is really excited, and I would love to know more about Sapatu itself. Well, Priscilla is here with us this morning, inspiring us as far as celebrating women is concerned, and they're helping the women out there tap into this space as far as creatives are. The creative industry is all about in Uganda. For someone out there who wants to stand out and shine like you, maybe be part of Sapatu, how can they get into that space? What are some of those basics they need to have? Because I know maybe someone would have done arts way back in school, maybe it is their passion, that inner voice tells them that is what they're meant to do, to live a purposeful life. What would your advice be?
Okay.
All the gate is closed. and get more knowledge.
Okay. Really much if you have the gifting and you have the passion, I would primarily say do not give up on what you have on the inside. It's not too late, and neither is it too early to start. So Google, ask people what have they done, what does it require. One of the things I can say is look for avenues that can help you grow. We had an opportunity to be a part of the NSSF High Innovator. That really gave us a big push to understand how to do business better, especially in 2023. So there are so many Hive collabs, there are so many innovation centers you can go to and learn and see how people are doing this and just get that some of that energy. So we've had a lot of training in that. There's Kazimpreneur, there's Outbox, NSSF does have that, innovators. So you learn, how do I professionalize my business? Okay, yes, I am passionate about art, I'm passionate about drawing. How can I monetize this? Because you don't just want to draw them and keep them within you, but let the world share in what you're doing and what you're creating. So there are all these platforms, even online, that you can learn from. Keep polishing your talent, your gifting. See who partnerships are also very important. For example, yes, I can draw. So what Sapatu is doing, basically, especially for artists or creators, is yes, you have your poem, or you have your painting, or you have your photography. What Sapatu does for you is, you know what, come to us, let us create for you a store. We create for you mock-ups, we create for you the tees, we create for you the mugs, we create for you different things, the frames, everything the way you want it. And so when someone goes to Sapatu, types sapatu.com, goes to your store, they're able to get your art. Sapatu runs with it. We get it printed on the tee, we get the sizing correct, we get the brand, the back and forth with your customer, we produce it, we package it, and we deliver it. So you do not how do I print it, who do I go to, how do I deliver it, the costs that are in there, we're able to negotiate that for you. We have our networks and systems, and so you are able to push your creativity through our platform. Yes.
Oh, amazing. Well, when it comes to fashion, there has to be sustainability, and in most cases we wake up and you're like, this is how I'm feeling, this is how I need to dress up, this is what I need to do, depending on the weather or maybe your mood. And I'm sure so many people walk up to your stalls, depending on what they do. And how do you tailor them? Maybe help them out to choose something unique that is trendy.
Okay, that is easy. Our platform has so many mock-ups of, if I put on this shirt, what would it look like? So you have given me your painting, or you have given me your creative work, your drawing. We are able to create mock-ups and put it on a gray hoodie, a black hoodie, a blue hoodie, or put it on a white t-shirt or a blue one. Then if it is your cup, we even have the positioning of how the cup would look, which colors it would have, where you would use the mug from. And so it is so easy. So you just go through the site and you're able to see, you know, if I had it in yellow, I think this would look nice. This girl looks really nice in this. If I had it in pink, if I had instead a vest, or if I have sportswear. Because right now we are tapping into the sports industry as well, for those who are interested in sports, and we are seeing how we partner with these associations. And so we are creating the jerseys, we are creating that kind of apparel. And so you're like, okay, I would like, what would this look like on that? So we create for you the mock-ups as well. So by of the look and feel, yes, of that specific product.
I'm trying to imagine. Anyways, this platform is all about women. I'm happy to know that Priscilla is smiling. I'm proud to be a woman as well. For the women who are watching this morning and they're thinking of starting up.
Yes.
But they're having those kind of worries. I have no inheritance, I have no savings, but I really want to go for it and have something of my own. Not just having the excitement that I'm a founder member, or I'm a CEO, I'm a director somewhere. Yeah, maybe having words come from you would do for them this morning.
Okay. So, you're a lady, you want to start something. There's a training we had that was called crowdfunding. I think this would be a very good opportunity for anyone to start with. Crowdfunding is like just going to the people around you, people who believe in what you're doing, and being able to collect money. And you're able to, first of all, you need to have your write-up. What do I want to do? Who do I want to sell to? What would the costs look like? So there's a lot of research you actually have to do. Look at your competition. Who do I want to look like? How much are they selling this at? Where are they getting these things from? Where can I find them? Where can I get them cheaper? And so you write down a business plan of sorts and say, okay, for when I get this, this should be my profit markup, and this is what it would look like. And then you're able to crowdfund. Go to your mom, go to your dad, your sisters, your boyfriends, your exes, whatever it is that you see, someone can believe in my plan. I have maybe a budget of this amount of money. Even if I collected 50, 100,000, 20,000, I have a rich uncle somewhere, 1 million shillings, and you do that crowdfunding. Incentives, because why should I invest in your business? And so that is also an area you can push, that we have also used. You know what, I have this influencer, let me create this at my own cost and give it to them. They're going to share this on their platform, and you're able to push. So I would say start, even if the plan is small, as little as 2 million shillings sale. See how that works. Actually, I'd really recommend the smaller it is, the better, because the mistakes, it's going to be a curve of learning. Yes, there are some losses. Okay, I made very little money, or here I've made a lot of money. Okay, how do I improve this and keep improving your product? So I would really recommend crowdfunding. Yes.
Brilliant. Maybe something else. Everyone wants a portion of a woman. You're a sister, you're a band, like you mentioned earlier on. Maybe you're doing ministry in various places. Everyone wants a portion of you, and not forgetting your work itself.
Yes.
Before they get the products, they really want to first see Priscilla around, and then they'll consume the products. What keeps you going? What fuels you up? Keeps your inspiration? Because much as we want you, we don't want you to, we wouldn't wish to drain you. We want to find you strong and energized. So maybe some of the tips.
Okay. First of all, what keeps me going? so many things keep me going. Yes, like I mentioned, I'm a mom, I am a wife, I'm also a sister, I'm also a business owner. First of all, by far and large, it's just seeing that this dream or this gifting that I have on the inside of me is coming to life. Every time I move around and I see someone putting on a sapatu shirt, it's, you know, that inner satisfaction of, oh, that's my work, I'm so happy. When you see a banner on social media, you're like, oh, that's my work, I did that for someone. And so that really, every time I see a product appreciated, it really keeps me going. But also seeing that I'm able to provide for my family. Yeah, that at the end of the month, I am able to provide for my family, pay some of this or the other, see that my children are able to. Yeah, I am taking care of someone as well. I'm able to meet my personal needs. I'm created. Seeing that my creators are earning from this, that just that really excites me. If at the end of the month my creators have made money, I am super excited. I wish I had this platform when I was on campus. I wish someone had created this that I could earn from whatever I created. But now seeing that I can create that for different creators just keeps me going.
I'd love to know when you sit back at the end of the month and you're trying to take off the tithe and the bills, how much you pay yourself.
Oh, yes.
But at the end of the day, you have to pay yourself.
Of course.
Very true.
Yeah.
And maybe to better yourself, because
Yes.
I know earlier when you talked about finding, if someone wants to take this line, they need to find out some of the people who have excelled in this particular industry,
Okay.
how they've made it to be where they are. It helps them to learn and also better themselves. But you as a person, you as Sapatu, keeping up with the trends and your clientele,
Yeah.
what makes you, how do you better yourself? Is it the
Yes.
networking you talked about?
Oh, so yes, actually that's a very good question. I think to better my what are people doing? There are so many short courses out there. My income statements, to do my records and things like that. But now what are people doing in this day and this time? So I've been getting into different spaces. Enterprise Uganda, you will learn from these ladies. What are they doing differently? Walking into that Buganda Road Art Gallery, how are they doing this? So it is really a lot of an initiative on myself, on my part, in learning what are people doing differently. How do I improve my talent? Because a lot of our graphic work is done on Adobe, Illustrator, the InDesign. Okay, what new tools can I use? What new apps have come up right now? So a lot of short courses here and there, and also being in the spaces whereby you learn, oh, okay, people are no longer doing this manually, AI is here for us. So how can I get onto this new platform and also make my work faster, maybe even cheaper, more affordable for my people? So there's a lot of a personal initiative to be in those spaces, to teach myself and be able to produce trendy, unique, innovative work. Yes.
Well, thinking about Uganda, I'll just take it back home here. When it comes to fashion and the different and how you've embraced and accommodated all the other artists that are in the same industry. Do you think it's a business worth investing in? Have they understood you? Or is it something they're like, it's something stylish, it's just luxury?
Yes, that's true. First of all, when you look at fashion, everyone has to put on something. Everyone has to be clothed. Asia is now here. But now, how do I get a piece of this pie? So when you look at it in that way, you think, okay, there are so many designers as well in Uganda. Why would people pick my products? So how is it going to be different? And so, yes, it is an industry and a business worth investing in. But now how do I get a bit of this? How do I position myself? How am I different? And so looking into areas of quality, how can I beat the competition? What kind of quality am I going to give them? What kind of pricing? My delivery timelines? Because it is someone is putting on something, why shouldn't it be Sapatu? And so it is an industry that is, I think it's really profitable. And I would encourage whoever is looking into fashion, it is something someone is putting on something, let it be yours. So, and that brings you to the part of, so how different am I going to position myself? Who am I going to target? What are people interested in? How can I do it differently? And so how can Sapatu be a part of that? So yes.
Well done. Great work that Priscilla is doing with Sapatu, a great initiative. And maybe 10 years down the road is not something easy. I know one would be employed and they're like, 5 years, 10 years, what do I have to do? I need to shift from this space. I need to get to new challenges or maybe find new avenues as far as life is concerned. Thank you for staying and inspiring so many, so many fashion designers out there. Some of the lessons learned through the 10 years of experience.
Yes. So many lessons. I think the most recent one is times keep changing, and so how do you move with the times? Maybe 15 years ago people bought these things in shops. Now we have social media, people are buying online, and so how will I always morph? How am I relevant? That is very important. Secondly, for whoever wants to do business, if you want to set yourself apart, it is really important to have your books streamlined. URA comes and in 1 year your business is done. So it is important to have your books of accounts, your business organized. Largely let your business be organized. You have a brand name, your business is registered, your positioning is professional. That is so important. Also partnerships are also very, very important. We can no longer do business the way things used to be many years ago, when you're doing everything. It's a bit expensive. The machinery, the fabrics, the tailoring, it's quite expensive. And so who do I partner with? And it's something we have looked into also, of this shared market. Yes, I have the platform, I have the creators, but now my people in Nasa Road or my people in production, how do I partner with them instead of competing with them? And so even on our platform, we have so many vendors that we are working with down on NASA or wherever, that we are able to add onto the platform, and so we work together. Then fabrics, where am I getting these ones from? Am I going to stock 1,000, 2,000 jumpers or tees or something that will be expensive? So who do I partner with? So we have a number of people we also partnering with on the website, that, you know, when I need this kind of quality of shirt, when I need that, they're going to deliver, to see that my customer at the end of the day in 48 hours is able to get their product. So partnerships have also been a great gain, as well as the team you are working with is also very pivotal in terms of, yes, my background is in design, I'm good at that, I'm good at digital marketing, but I need an accountant, I need an office administrator who can do this. So just having this really, the synergy in my workspace that will help me produce and work and deliver. What else can I say? Evolving, always learning, unlearning. These have been very important things. The customer is king. Customer relationship. You have a back and forth with a customer who says, okay, I kind of want it this way. Okay, maybe make it a bit smaller. Maybe, I don't know. The pink is not quite the pink.
So we should go at least for a purple a bit. So
exactly, yeah. Especially digitally, there's that back and forth. But for your customer to know that, you know what, when I go to Sapatu, they don't mind my 3-4 time back and forth. They would listen to what I want and they will deliver it. So it is also an art that we have had to learn over the years and see that there is customer satisfaction. So yeah, I think that would be some of
there's really a lot to learn along the way. It's a process and Priscilla is still on the journey. I did host someone here and she talked to the ladies out there. But you never pay attention to those around you, just frustrating them. How can you wake up? This is how she was sounding. How can you wake up and you just think of frustrating other people at your workplaces? Come on. And your fellow ladies. It doesn't make sense.
True.
Anyways, away from the frustration and the depression, you need to do something that helps to shape who you are, so that you're able to place your best foot forward and live a purposeful life. And also maybe another thing is to impact the communities where we do live in. How has Sapatu impacted you as a person and maybe the community where it is?
Okay, so Sapatu has been working. Sapatu, as we created this platform whereby we work with people. So you are looking at giving back. Kind of like giving back. Okay, let me instead of getting my teas from Woolworth or wherever, how can I work with this lady who, okay, her quality might not be that of Woolworth, but it's good and it's Ugandan. I'm going to Buganda Road, the art gallery, art area. These people have these arts, they're using these things with their hands. How can I give this person business instead of this other person? So giving back, we have been very intentional with these people and moving in these spaces to see that we work and partner with these people. We don't need to take all the entire pie, but we are working with this specific person, that specific person, as well as looking at maybe we're also working with some university young talent, spirited people. How do we give them a platform, an area whereby they can monetize? And so yes, that is how we have been giving back, as well as when you look at the ladies who are tailoring, we create very unique tote bags. The lady wants to go shop, even if it's a man, but I have this really uniquely tailored and stitched tote bags. So I'm going to go to the places where these ladies are tailoring, are doing all the work. I jump into Chiembe, look for some of those really gifted ladies. I get into my neighborhood and say, Ntungirayo kano, let me see it. And so at the end of the day, you're so happy that they're excited to be a part of this. You're contributing to their household incomes, as well as, so for me, how I get back is done very well. They are also, they're wondering, what are they? But you're like, don't people like your work? And so they tailor, they reproduce very unique shirts. People are really gifted in this country. I know we walk into shops and you want something perfect, but we have very young or unique talents just within our boundaries. And these ladies, you teach them and you tell them, okay, yes, and so they learn and they improve, and we contribute to their household incomes, and so we get so much satisfaction. Where do
Away
I
from the
derive?
away from the fulfillment, how has it helped to shape you as a better person?
As a better person.
I know you are an inspiration to many, much as you've mentored so many of them.
As a better person, I have learned so much, just from the front end to the back end. Just learning how to talk to people. Back and forth can go on for 3 weeks. That has to shape you. At the end of the day, you need to contribute to your own personal income. So how are we going to do this differently? Oh, okay, you haven't liked this shirt. What would you like? Maybe the button here maybe touch. So as I have learned to work with people, I've learned to speak differently, to say it's not just about me delivering, but did this person like this? And so, no, I can't say I have learned, but I am learning to hear past the back and forth or the complaining. Probably not about you, but listen to your customer. This is what they want. This is what they are looking for. And so just that personality trait is something I can say I have been able to nurture throughout the years, to be able to maintain customers for years. Yes, I don't know if I have answered that.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, someone would be like, I'm not taking that product.
Yes.
Kindly make something else that is different.
Exactly, or they are not. Because someone just says...
Someone was here on this very platform and she's like, do you know what? For me, in my company, I employ the soft ones who are able to take it in. Because for me, I don't have that patience. I cannot take it in.
No, that's so true. That is so true. Because after someone just rants and rants, you calm down and think and you say, what do you want? At the end of the day, I want a satisfied customer.
You have to listen, you have to invest the
Yes.
time and the patience.
Talk to yourself, pray a bit, call the person back and say, you know what, let's change this. So that for me.
Well, for someone who wants to tap from your space and get to know more about Priscilla, maybe they would wish to sit down with you. Get you.
Okay, so first on our socials, Sapatu with the W, LTD. On all our socials, you can reach out to us and get us. Also, my numbers, 0785 29 28 82. You can reach out to me, we can brainstorm, and we can also see how we work together. Yes, yes, Sapatu, we're on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we are recently getting onto TikTok. Yeah, but on our socials, reach out to us, there will be someone to get back to you. And yeah, let's.
Earlier on you did mention something that I did take in. It's more with the men in this space. You need them where you do work, and it's 70%.
Yes.
Have you gotten support from them? Or what do you think needs to be done to make this better for the women to flourish when it comes to the art industry?
For the women, for the women, what I can say, like 70% is men. Men are very resilient. Very resilient, and what I can tell the ladies is do not give up. You have a dream, you know what you want. We are very emotional, and so there's a way men are able to keep their emotions out of that. It's an art, something that for us we need to train ourselves to learn. And so that resilience of, I have gone to this company, they've asked for a quotation this number of times, or this customer keeps inquiring about the platform, but they just never lock in. When it comes to the fourth inquiry, you're like, this person never buys, while the man will be able to have that same feedback. Go back, call this person, meet them where they are. How can we do it differently? So, okay, how can I revise the pricing? So that kind of resilience is what we need as ladies in this industry to be able to be competitive. Let us receive they tell you, you know what, we are no longer interested in what you're doing. We got someone else. Okay, I think we are done with that. Go back and say, okay, you're not interested in shirts. I have drinkware. I have very good quality. Could I schedule a meeting? No, these next 2 months we are not available. So should I reach you in the 3rd month? Even them, after a couple of months, they'll be like, but you know what? Let's give this lady business. So that kind of resilience is something I would encourage ladies to have. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Well, for those of you who have been watching this episode, thank you so much. Good to have your company. Thank you for always choosing the National Broadcaster. Priscilla Nyangweso has been a guest for the day. A great inspiration all the way from Sapatu, embracing art out there as far as the creative industry is concerned in our region, Uganda. Before we let her go, maybe a word of encouragement. All of you have been watching. Maybe giving an opportunity to spread love, saluting those who have been there for her throughout this journey as we let her go enjoy her day as well. We want to spread some love, greetings, or maybe those who have been there for you, maybe a word of encouragement. Okay, yes. I really want to thank everyone that is working with us on this platform. First of all, my co-founder, Diana, for hanging in there and seeing that this dream has come to realization. The people we have worked with, the team, the IT team that has worked with us, the accountants, thank you. I would like to thank my husband who keeps hearing my dreams day and night and is wondering, when is this monetizing? Yeah, thank you for standing with me, my children. Thank you for always believing in Sapatu, putting on the teas and being there at the exhibitions. Yeah. My nanny, there's a way we overlook our nannies. My nanny Sylvia, she's always there. She has got the fort at home. Yes, making sure that we can move out and dream. It's so important to have someone at home that makes sure they manage things well and you're able to be out there and dream and be a part of what the Ugandans are doing. Thank you so much for standing with me. My cell, my church, yes, my church, Watoto, thank you so much. My cell, they are just always rooting for me. I'm grateful. My mother, who prays day and night. Mommy, thank you so much for standing with us. My brothers, my sisters, my family, my dad. My dad was such a big inspiration growing up. He always told us, you've got to be entrepreneurs. And so as girls, we just had that dream. We have to make it. So I am so grateful. And yeah, thank you so much, UBC, for having me. Thank you, Sandra, for having us share our dream, share our goals here, and we hope to get feedback from this and help young creators out there to create stores and monetize what you're doing. Yeah. Well, beautiful. The hustle is still on, working hard day and night, and of course embracing the women in their various fields, thinking about school fees, daily maintenance, all that all through. You need to keep working hard and stay put and spread the love as Priscilla has been doing so. So if you're enjoying today, just spread love, appreciate those around you who have been there for you. My name is Sandra Kahunde, and I'm also appreciating you for always making time to choose a national broadcaster and walk this journey with me as we celebrate the women out there. Thank you so much, Priscilla Nyangweso,
Thank you for
your time. Greetings to everyone at Sapatu.
Thank you.
It's been a great episode having you join us.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot lined up for you as far as the day is concerned, right here on the biggest network. Looking forward to spending more time with you tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless you.